Here's KATC meteorologist Daniel Phillips.
Welcome back, everyone. After a beautiful day today, it does not look like our weather is going to continue over the next 24 hours. We seem to have a big turnaround in store. Thunderstorms on the way, and you're starting to see a little bit of that out over towards the north. Now, this front is going to come swinging through. We got a little ways to go before we start to see our weather take a turn for the worst. We got to give this front some time to work its way through the region. Now, expect this time tomorrow the front to be pushing off into the Gulf of Mexico. The worst of it should have passed by the time we get to about 10 o'clock, and it's looking like it's going to be an evening type system. Earlier we were saying 7 to 10, maybe coming through a little bit earlier. We'll say that 5 to 9 region. So right around that time frame, it's still right around dinner time when it's going to be moving through. Severe storms are going to be possible up along the front. Models look a little bit better here this evening as far as the stronger convection goes, but let's not take our eye off the ball just yet. And then as we get out ahead of the front through mid to late parts of the afternoon, maybe a few isolated thunderstorms that are worth watching there as well. And when those isolated thunderstorms start to get going, if we see them in the afternoon, those are going to be ones to watch. You're going to have strong winds coming in from the south, feeding a lot of instability into the atmosphere. Isolated thunderstorms are tricky because those can blow up very quickly, and that's what we're going to be watching for tomorrow afternoon. When this main line comes through, it's going to be predominantly wind and maybe some hail embedded in there as well. This is 5:30, so this is moving now even faster than it did during the 6 o'clock and 5 o'clock shows. It shows you how the models are kind of speeding things up here. I would still say probably somewhere between 6 and 9, maybe in northern parts of Acadiana, you're talking 4 or 5. Just be prepared and make sure that you tune in tomorrow with Dave. He'll have the latest run through of the models. You can see if things are speeding up or kind of staying the same. But it clears out by about 10 o'clock. Wind's going to be whipping in from the north. It's going to be cooling down quite quickly. In fact, fairly chilly as we get into Saturday. Lows are going to drop down into the 50s once again, and we're going to see those highs stay in the lower 70s for Saturday with a little bit of cloud cover. Looking pretty good, though, by the time we get to Sunday. As for our threats, damaging wind and hail are going to be the biggest one. Slight chance for both of those. A little bit more marginal for the tornado risk. Again, that's mostly going to come with isolated thunderstorms down ahead of it. Now, along that line, sometimes you do get small spin-up tornadoes that can pop up, and so we will keep an eye out for that. They're a lot harder to see and spot, though, when it comes to forecasting. As for flooding, don't think it's going to be much of an issue. Maybe some localized stuff if you get a downpour, but that will be when it's actively raining and before the ground has a chance to kind of drain out a little bit. Again, I think it's wind damage going from the afternoon into the evening. Hail, maybe with some of those isolated thunderstorms out during the afternoon. For tonight, we're talking 65 degrees, winds from the south at about 10 to 15 miles an hour. It's going to be breezy here by the time we wake up tomorrow. 84 degrees for your high. Thunderstorms arriving in the afternoon. We've got sunshine through the end of the weekend and the beginning parts of next week. And then those showers are going to be building back in through the end of next week. Well, there's your look at weather. We're back right after this.